Hey guys, Johnny Bo here. I'm a problem solver. You all know me as a problem solver. Well, I'm going to tell you a story about one of our children, Kaida. Our 8-year-old had a problem. So she wanted to get a cake for one of her teachers at school. So she approached Trin. Trin's starting a business, baking bits and pieces, and she asked Trin, "Can you bake the cake for me, Trin?" And Trin cheekily said, $5 for you. So Kaida literally took it on as a challenge. Went off to school, did her thing. She came home with $2 that day. It was crazy. And she was like, "What? Where'd you get that from?" She actually started a business at school on that day. So we asked her a little bit more about that, and she shared her story, which is fantastic. And I'm going to share that in a moment with you. She went through the whole sales process at school. People rejecting her, people saying no, actually the majority saying no. And then the ones that actually did have some money still said no. But she came through that tunnel, came out on the other side, and had her total that she required without any input from us. And she got Trin to bake a cake. She outsourced. She was creative. Let's see what Kaida's got to say. Hey Kaida.
Hi Dada.
I heard you had a problem and you fixed it.
Yes.
And this problem was something to do with school and a cake. Can you tell me that story?
Okay.
So it all started, I think, with you asking your big sister Trini to bake a cake for you. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about it.
So I wanted Trini to bake a cake for me because I wanted to give one of my favourite teachers a cheesecake because she said she loves cheesecakes.
Yes, and why did you ask Trini to bake a cheesecake? Why not ask me?
Because Trini started a new business and you didn't, and neither did Mommy, and I knew that the best one was going to be Trini's.
Awesome. So, was Trini going to bake you the cake?
Yeah.
Yeah? So if you asked her, she just said, "Yeah, okay, I'm going to bake it for you"?
No.
So what did she say?
She said, "I only bake it if you pay me."
Yeah, and what was the amount?
$6.
$6? Where were you going to get $6 from? Did you have $6 saved up?
No, I don't save up.
So what did you do to get that $6?
So I wrote a book with one of my friends, and I sold the book, and it was a really, really funny book.
Yeah, and what did you do with that book?
I sold it.
You sold it? And what, kids paid for it?
Yes.
Yeah?
It wasn't easy to sell, though, definitely.
No?
No, not easy.
So did it have good pictures in it? Yeah? Are you a good drawer?
No.
So what did you do about the pictures?
I asked one of my friends to help me, and they said yeah, because they asked me if you want to start writing books again. So one time we made this other book, but we didn't sell it. We're still working on it.
Yes.
But this book, it was finished and it was sold. So they did the pictures and I did I did most of the writing and I did some of the pictures.
Yeah. And I heard that you even paid that person that helped you.
Yeah.
Yeah? And who gave you that idea?
Nobody. I just thought it was fair.
That's very good. So you came home, did you have enough money the first time?
No.
So how much did you have?
$2.
And then what did Trin say? Did you try and give her that $2 and convince her to make that cake for $2?
Yes.
And what did she say?
No. She said if you want the whole cake, then it's $6, but it's $2 per slice.
Yeah.
So then she was wondering, how did you get this money anyways?
Yeah.
So then I said, I was at school, I made a book with one of my friends, and then we sold it.
Yeah.
So that was how I got the $2.
Yeah. And was the $3 hard to get, or the $4 hard to get?
The $3 was a bit easier than actually getting the $2.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Do you think is it because you had a bit more experience in selling it?
I don't think it was that, because it was the day after and kids were making this thingy where you draw it and then it makes its face go up and down, and like it opens its mouth and then there's a surprise. So then a bunch of kids were making that, so I'm like, why not I? But then I add something else with it and make them pay for it.
Oh, very good. And did a lot of people say no to you?
Yes.
And how did that make you feel?
Kind of. So like the first try, I knew that obviously someone wasn't going to buy it, but if they did, I'd be very excited about that. But after I got about up to 10 people saying no, I felt really like annoyed that they weren't buying it.
Yes.
So then I asked like more than half my class.
Yes.
And they're like, no. Some kids did have money.
Yes.
And they said no.
Yes.
So then the one person that did, she bought it.
Yeah. So you still had to get more people to buy it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to like persuade them to get it.
Yeah.
So then after they got it, it's like you come in saying, yay, I sold a camper trailer. But you don't sell it on the very first go, I'm assuming.
Yeah, like when you're chatting to lots of different people, with me, I try not to give up. Because there's always someone out there
who can buy it.
Who can buy it. And we just got to find those people, right?
Mm.
And I think that's what you did. So you came home, you had the money for Trin. Was Trin very surprised?
Yeah.
Yeah?
She was like, once I gave her the $5, she's like, you're $1 short. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not paying for that.
Yeah.
Because I had to make more stuff and I wanted actual free time, not having to make more stuff and then selling it and then getting the money. But in the end, I got the cake and my teacher was so happy with it.
Awesome. Very good. Well, that's a high five, Kaida. Well done. Sales entrepreneur.